Not falling back in, not falling back into the old Vicky. So remembering the old and remembering what that was like, and knowing why I want to be, staying on the path that I'm now going down and just taking it slowly.
It's important too from a coaching perspective that you frame up what next in the positive.
Yes.
So when you says, I don't want to be the old Vicky, so my question would be, so like, are you clear on who you do want to be?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I love this. Can tell everyone is happy when I'm, in this mode of where I'm still achieving things, but it's balanced. It's just, it's not a total change. It's just mediated or moderated. That's the word I'm after. It's just a moderated Vicky.
For me, it's about getting clear on that total picture like Karen's got of integration rather than, multiple personality cat. And for me, actually, it's also about recognising the rush or the joy that I get out of those different personalities and then going, okay, well, don't deny those, because if you deny them, it's a bit like denying yourself the chocolate cake. Eventually, you'll grab it. And you'll grab the whole lot instead of a piece. So for me, it's about, okay, well, I do like certain elements of business and I do like certain elements of my pre-children life. How do I still have those needs met in an integrated, reality-based life instead of a, geez, I wish it wasn't like this. When is it going to be? When is it going to be better? When is it going to be something else? Yep.
Karen, given that you're living your fantasy and it's chugging along well, how far into the future do you look?
A year or two. Yeah, and I even said to my husband, where do you want to be this time next year? And usually around Christmas time we'll start to talk about those things. What do you think will happen in the next year? And we'll always say something and it's never really what we said, thanks to the Defence Force and deployments and things like that. But so I guess I don't really let myself look too much into the future in terms of where we'll be living or anything like that, because you just don't know. But at the moment I'm looking at, well, what do I want to achieve next year?
Right.
And so I'm kind of putting some goals, I guess, forward to, what courses do I want to do at work, and when is the right time to have another baby? And I guess that's one of the big questions in our household at the moment is, when's the perfect time? And then I have to answer it myself. Is there a perfect time for anything?
It's so interesting because I would even project right through to retirement whenever I used to think about a decision I was about to make. I'd be like, but then by the time I'm 60, would that street be okay for, if I've got a Zimmer frame or something? That's how far I should go.
It's just not something I do because, we live in limbo anyway, so I guess I've come to terms over the last few years of not being stressed about not knowing where I'm going to be and what I'm going to be doing. So it's just, I could easily freak out and be stressed about, oh, well, I don't know where I'm going to be, but I just don't let myself.
I guess it's focusing on what you can control and sort of managing that rather than getting stressed about what you can't control.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's important also, Karen, you comment that it's this sort of acceptance and contentment of being happy with where you are is actually something that you've had to work at. And I think, it is a choice that we can make, or not, but whatever choice we make, it is something that we've got to apply ourselves. And regardless of where we are or what's next, make the choice, have the focus, and take action towards it, and that'll lead to where you are.